Well, I'm gonna wait for y'all to join me. All this stuff in front of me. We got some stuff to talk about today, hon. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Now, guys, let me go ahead and get started. It's good to see everybody who is joining because I know it's going to be a lot of people that watch the replay. So I'm glad to see you guys today. Today I came live because I usually just come live every couple days. I used to try to do it every day, but maybe too much going on for me to do it every day. But I try to come live as much as I can. Um, Going live definitely does you good because it shows people that you're active on your channel and stuff like that. You want to be active on your social media so people can see like you're not a a YouTuber that was YouTube in a year or 2 years ago and then you just disappeared. No, so it definitely it helps you a whole lot. Okay, so I got a few things I want to talk about, and I know that I'm waiting for my people to join or whatever, and I don't even really want to sit around and wait for them to join. I got some things that I want to talk about. Yesterday, I uploaded a new video, and the video was basically some, what was it, bath bomb? It was bath bomb sauce, you call it bath bomb crumble. Uh, Hey, how you doing? I'm waiting for people to join, but I was like, you know what? The people going to watch it on the replay, so I don't even want to sit around and just be waiting. So yesterday I had uploaded this particular video, and it was just teaching people how to, and this was just the toppers alone, um, make the toppers, and hey, make the toppers and make the products and stuff like that. So, I had made that yesterday. It got hard today. I was concerned. I'm like, when is this crap gonna get hard? It did get hard. It's harder. But I still want to let it dry or whatever. So it's just like in the process of drying. I was just in the Patreon pretty much teaching my people how to make their products look more attractive. Like, people can come up to your table all day long, but if they see something on your table that look like this will cause them to just stop and be like, kids, of course, like let a child see this, this automatically got their attention. And it's like, oh my God, these are little princess. This is too cute. And then this one was Buzz Lightyear and Woody. So you got, and this one was Mickey Mouse. And, you get more attention. And of course, this is like a adult thing. So if I wanted to make this is Starbucks coffee. Let me turn it around so you can see the Starbucks thing coming off the side. Oh, there you go. And so it was just really, honestly, just developing products to cause your business to get more attention, because I get a lot of people that sell stuff, but just because they sell stuff, that don't mean that they really are selling. So when you post certain things on social media, you get people to stop and be like, oh, okay, that's cute, that's cool. And so you want to always have those kind of products. Like you want to have some little plain Jane stuff on your website, but at the same time, you want to have products that are appealing to the eye, that make people stop and say, oh, okay, girl. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So a lot of people come to me because they want help with like a lot of people come to me because they want help with like dessert candles and hey, good to see you, Kadika. A lot of people come to me for help with like dessert candles and stuff like that, and I understand why they want to get into desserts, because they want to do something different. They want to stand out, because the plain old candles and stuff like that, it don't cut it all the time. Just like I think what was it, a couple weeks ago, like a week, 2 weeks ago, Kanika went to her pop-up shop, and when she went to her pop-up shop, she realized, she was like, I'm gonna take some wax melts, but I'm about to do some different kind of wax melts. And she said that her wax melts sold really good, but she took like her wax melts and she put some Fruit Loop embeds in them and stuff like that. So she just took time out to make sure that her product was unique and different so that she can gain more sales, and it actually worked. And that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to go that extra mile. And I know it's some people that always say, they be like, I don't feel like that's too much. I ain't got time for all that. I ain't got, just slap it in the clamshell and blah 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 blah. But I'm like, how many boring clamshells have people seen? You know what I mean? How many, like, they can go right down the street and go to the Dollar Tree and they gonna have clamshells. So when people come to me like with doing the coaching and stuff like that, I always ask them like, what would separate you from other people? Like, you starting your business, what is it about your business that separates you from the crowd? What could you do different? And when I ask people that question in coaching, normally, like when I do my one-on-one coaching, normally they get stuck. They can't answer that. I'm like, okay, so since you can't answer that, you need to really sit back and think, because you don't want to be like Molly at this table or Millie at that table. You want to be different. And so for me, I've noticed that technique has worked in different places I went. Like I would go and do a pop-up and I'll be right across from somebody with candles, and they would be running to my table buying my candles, and they would not be buying the other person candles. And then I'm like, what is it about my candles that they ran to? Of course it's God's anointing, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course it's that, but on top of that, it's that I bring something different to the table. So when they come and they see a dessert candle and they see something like, let's say I had something like this. They like, wow, I can't get that from her table. This is really cute. I want to get this for my niece, or whatever the case may be, and so it's just it's a difference. It's a difference. So I uploaded this to Patreon yesterday. I was like, okay, we're gonna make some bath salts for kids, but I was like, we're gonna make toppers to go with them. And so I uploaded it, and I uploaded the supply list and everything like that, so they can go ahead and make them. And they have a full supply list. Yeah, it's done. It's done drying. I was like, wait, how long is this thing gonna take to dry? I uploaded that. I uploaded the supply list and everything, so they can, because I was like, we're not just gonna make bath salts. I was like, we're gonna make like a nice top to go on top of it. We're gonna find something like this, gonna be wedding cake, so I put a little wedding cake thing up there. Then I told them where to buy like the little pieces to go on top, like the little decoration. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do a coffee scrub. I'm gonna do a coffee scrub. This is gonna be the top of the coffee scrub. So if they go to another website and they go to buy it, they like, oh, okay, they selling coffee scrub. But if they come to your website, you got something different. So that's my biggest thing for y'all. Like everything that I'm doing on the channel, on the Patreon, like I want you guys to do different. Like I want your products to be different. I want your products to stand out to where, so when you go places, people will see your layout and notice like, man, what she got. I never forget, I did a pop-up shop in Atlanta. This was my first pop-up shop. It was the worst. It was the worst. It was really the worst. But anyway, I wanted to be outside because I don't know why I chose to be outside with candles in the summertime, but I learned my lesson, honey. It was just money just going, it was the worst. Well, anyway, I decided to do an outdoors pop-up shop in the summertime, and I had all of my products out there, and I had people coming up to my table, and I was like, why are they just like, running up to my table so fast and picking up my stuff and smelling it? Most of them thought it was real food. Most of them thought it was real food. And at that time in my life, I was really in a tough place. I would say spiritually, I was in a tough place. So, I wasn't really doing good, but I was just pushing, I was pushing. And, it was really hard for me then. I was a single mom. I had just got got out of that situation that I was in, and hey, how you doing? And so I was like really going through, and I was like, you know what? I have really good products. Everything was good, y'all. I'm talking about, I had beautiful pies, beautiful cakes, beautiful this, beautiful that. But, I had beautiful things, but guess what? I had it marketed. I was in the wrong place. I was in the wrong place. So that's another thing. Like, you may have those standout products. Like, you may have those products that stand out that's different than other people. But, do you have them? Do you have these products in the right place? Do you have them on the right platform? Are you selling it? Like I can honestly do coaching with people, and most of my coaching is, and I know people going to look at me crazy when I say this, but most of my coaching is prophetic. And when people come to me with problems with their skincare stuff, like even last night, I had a girl inbox me and she had some lotion. And I was like, she was like, I did your recipe. I'm one of your students, and I made this lotion. And she showed me the lotion, and the lotion was liquid, and it wasn't like in solid form like a real lotion. So instead of me being like, like, oh, what you do wrong, I'm like, I stepped back for a second and I was like, okay, God. I was like, what she got going on with this lotion? And the Lord, told me, like, he spoke to my heart and told me, like, she didn't allow it to cool. And I said, I will get back to you tomorrow. This is what I said to her. I will get back to you tomorrow. I am very exhausted. I didn't go into did you allow it to cool? I didn't do any of that because I didn't want to hear, oh, I just was like, let me wait. The next morning when I came back to her, I was like, did it firm up? And she was like, yes, thank you so much. She had it in a bottle or whatever. And she was like, thank you. I appreciate all that you do, blah, 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 blah. She was, pretty much saying thank you because, of course, what happened last night. And she was, kind of panicking. But I knew that, the products would be okay. I knew everything would be all right. And so, but what I was saying was, I put all of that stuff in Patreon, so they just be doing it, and I do this stuff by ear. Like if I like with my coaching, when I sit down with people, I could sit down with you and I could just look at you for 5 minutes and I could tell where you are. And it's never like people get off that coaching and they are so satisfied. I don't come with a notebook. I don't come with pens, a pad. I don't come with nothing. All I come with is my ear, because I'll be hearing and I'm like, okay, God, what are you speaking towards these people? And then I'll just hear certain people I get on coaching with and I'm like, okay, this is confusion. This person is all over the place. She just need to be able to be settled. And I'll groove these people in right where they need to be, situate them, and I'll never hear from them again. Because what happens is you put them where they need to be, you give them what they need, then they just go out. They launch. They just take off like a rocket. You'll never have to see them again. You'll never hear from them again. Their problems, they don't have problems like that. They continue to follow along and do stuff, and it just kind of place it's just really, honestly, it's like I would call it spiritual placement, like, because like if you listening correctly, you'll hear. So my coaching sessions never was about anything scripted. It was just like, okay, God, here she is, what's going on with her, and then he would just let me know. So, and that's how I always done it, and it's always been successful that way. So when people come to me, I'm not let me tell you something, I'm not a skincare formulator. I don't I don't formulate not one recipe. All of my recipes is like I got coaches, mentors. I get stuff from them. I test other recipes. I test stuff. I test stuff. I get stuff. I test stuff. Like right now, I'm about to buy this pack of wood wicks that was like $50 something. I'm about to buy those. I'm about to test these out in tins because one of my mentors, showed me a way that I can wood wick the tin, and it's successful every time. So I'm buying everything I need. So what I'm going to do, test it out, then I'm giving it to y'all. I test it out, give it to y'all. Test it out, give it to y'all. So I'm spending the money. That's what the girl said to me today. She was like, she said, I'm just glad that I met you, because she was like, I saved so much money yesterday. I saved so much money, like in testing and everything, by just talking to you and getting everything from you and going through your classes and, joining the Patreon. It's so that, you know what I'm saying? That to me, that's what it's about. It's about helping people. get into their groove. She says she always see Kanika in the replays. LOL. Hey, Kanika. Yes, Kanika is the star of the replay. That is the star, honey. And she be having you cracking up on the replay. So anyway, that's what we was talking about. So we going into the summertime, and so this is what we were we were going. Kanika is a celebrity. That's why I be messing with her. Like, okay, you better make sure you in that, because we're doing a hot process soap class at the end of the month, and then for the month of April we're gonna do our 10 wood and wick 10. We're not doing the 10 class. We're doing a wood and wick 10 class, and so okay, so guys, listen, I want to also tell you guys this. This is gonna come as a surprise to a lot of people, but some people is not, because y'all know how I roll. I will no longer sell live classes. Like I will do like my Patreon class, and then I'll just place that on my website, because some people don't want to join Patreon, and because they may be in a different country. So I'll like take my Patreon classes and I'll put them inside of my website and charge that way, so they can still join the class. But as far as like me making classes and stuff like that to sell classes, like you know how I did the sugar scrub base class and all that kind of stuff, I won't be doing stuff like that. Like everything will go from Patreon, and that's how it's going to be going forward, because I really, honestly, I really don't want to do a lot of classes no more. Like I'm like in the middle of this, almost finished with this pregnancy, and it's just, to me, it's so overwhelming to like have to do, like I got a bath bomb class next Friday night, and I really don't, and I'm just being honest with y'all, I really don't want to do it. I don't, because I got so much. Like if I can turn my camera around, y'all will see, like I just packed a whole entire studio, a whole entire play. Like I got so much going on. Like if people knew what I was doing as a 6-month pregnant woman, and with these videos and stuff, like what I've been doing, y'all would just be like, Diamond, you know what, you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Like I do a lot. I do a whole lot. So going forward, we will not do no more like paid live classes. And whatever recordings that I have, they go to Patreon, but they go to the $20 tier, because they can see all the replays on the $20 tier. And you guys remember why I did, yes. You guys remember why? Do you guys remember why I went and I put it on the $20 tier? Because people was doing some crazy stuff. I was in a class one time. We was in a class, and somebody was messaging me about a replay. They was like, please upload the replay, please upload the replay, please up. And I'm like, we're actually in the class. Like, why not just get in the class with us and learn in the class? But they just felt like, hey, good to see you. I'm like, why not join the class with us? Like, they got to the point where they were so lazy that they felt like, you know, like, oh, this $10 Patreon, I'm just going to get free classes and I ain't going to come. She going to have to post a replay. No, I had a trick for that behind. I'm like, okay, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put that replay on that other tier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to sit here and be lazy. And that's how that's how I took it. Like, I was like, the audacity of a person to contact me in the class, like while we're doing the live. We were in there doing the live, and they were sending me multiple messages. When is this class going to be up? When is this class going to be? Is there a replay? Is there? And I'm like, what the heck is going on with you? Like, why would you not join? Like, you're looking at the time, you're looking at the date, you're looking at all of that, but you don't want to come. I said, no, we will not do this. I will not tolerate laziness. Laziness is not, let me tell you something. If I can't be lazy, because if I was lazy with that Patreon, y'all would let me know. That's why I keep them classes coming. It ain't a day to go by, y'all don't see me in that Patreon doing something, uploading something, putting a post in there. Like, y'all getting posts all night long most of the time. Yesterday, y'all got about, y'all got this. I put this class in there, teaching y'all how to do this. Thank you. Teaching y'all how to do this. I put this in here. You know how, this a wig. You know how old this is? It's like 3 years old. I got a girl that I go to on, I think she on Instagram too. I gotta remember her name. I know it's Asia Mignon, Migon, Mignon or something like that. And it's called Mignon Raw. And she sell like wigs and stuff, but her hair is really good. Like this is 3 years old, and I don't do nothing to it at all, and it's always soft. This ain't the only one. I got about 3 from her, and they last for years, y'all, years. So the other one I had for 4 years. I had it well, maybe about 5. I think I got that one when I was pregnant with my son, and he's 5. And yes, I had it for like 5 years, and it's still like silky straight to the bone. And yeah, because she used real hair. I like that. Well, that's a little wig moment, honey. But anyway, so I uploaded this one yesterday, teaching y'all how to do the toppers. I uploaded the Fairy Bath Bomb Dust Powder for people who don't want to make bath bombs but want to do like the dust. And then I uploaded the vendor for these particular containers where you can get it, and you got that protection seal and all of that come free with the containers. I uploaded that. I uploaded a margarita candle video yesterday, teaching y'all how to make the gel margarita candles. I uploaded a watermelon lemonade, what is it, a mason jar candle yesterday. Let me take time out and read the comments. It said, I've been watching you for a while and I'm ready to start learning how to make candles. So this is my time catching you live. How do I get the information to join? We're doing wick training tomorrow if you want to come and learn how to wick your candles. Kimberly, thank you so much. Okay, we understand. It says, I do at least want to have a one-on-one class with you. I have a question about a certain jar. I've been at work writing notes. Okay, I know that's right. Yes. We got the wick training tomorrow, but every single class beyond the wick training is good. The wick training is actually where you need to be, because that's how you learn how to wick a candle, okay? When I be getting them candles and burning them for the first time, now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I can cheat with this kind of wax. This wax right here, 6006 and 464, I got that thing down to a science. I know how to do that. That coconut wax is what I be like, man, I'm fighting with the coconut, but I'm getting there. Like I just discovered like what vessel I needed for this one right here. What wicks I needed for this one right here. So I was messing around with this one, and I was like, okay, now I know which wicks I need for that. So yes, and that wick training wick replay is in the Patreon. And that Patreon only $10 a month. You can get everything you need in there. But anyway, that's what I was talking about. We was talking about so all of the stuff that I was doing, I just started just putting it in. I put like 5 or 6 things in the Patreon. Yeah, so nobody has an excuse to be lazy. And we don't have it. We can't be lazy. Like, listen, this is our life. Like people that do skincare and stuff like that, this is our life. We can't be lazy. We don't have it in us to be lazy. So you sitting back thinking that you're going to learn it. It's some people let me tell you something. Along this journey, I've met some of the hungriest people, and one of them was Kanika. Yeah, the Patreon is patreon.com, and then the artist is Diamond Shine Soap. But anyway, I've met some of the hungriest people, and Kanika was one of them. I never forget, we would have wick training every Saturday morning. I was doing wick training when I got into my new relationship with my husband and everything. I'm going down there to visit him. I'm like, look, all right, boo, I'm about to sit over here in this chair and I'm about to do wick training. And he's sitting there listening to it the whole time. And he listening. He like, oh, I get off. He like, oh, great job. I'm like, great job. What the heck is you doing? And so Kanika would be on there every single Saturday. Let me tell you something. We used to do it every Saturday morning. It was like serial, 9 a.m. Be there for the wick training. It's tomorrow. And so I got on there. I say, all right, everybody. And Kanika like, hey, good morning. I'm like, that voice is familiar. Then again, the next week, hey, good morning. I'm like, did she go again? Did she come back again? She come back again. I'm like, Kanika. She like, girl, I'ma stay here till I get it. And I'm like, Kanika sells her candles. She do. She sell them. She do a lot of in person sales. And she say what is it? Sweet Peach Candle Creations. I might have that wrong, but I know it's Sweet Peach. And if you look her up on Facebook, it's Kanika. Oh no, it's Sweet Peach on Facebook, right? You can put it up there. But anyway, she used to come. And so Kanika got to the point where she started making her candles and wicking them, honey, and just sending me a picture like, ooh, look at that baby burn. It looked good. And I'm like, girl, you got that wicking. You might as well take over wick class. You could take over wick class because she was coming so much and just learning or whatever. And and it helps people. It really does. It's the entry to your business. I was talking to a young lady this morning I did some one-on-one coaching with, and she went shopping, y'all, and it was not a good shopping. It was not a good shopping. It was really, really not good. And she was like, she's such a beautiful person. But I had to tell her, I was like, man, friend, yes, friend, you're going to have to stop shopping, friend. And she was like, I know. She was like, something told me yesterday not to do it. And she was like, and I just went ahead and did it because I just had that itch. And I'm like, girl, I know what that itch is, because if you see my house, we would both be scratching together. And she was like, and she, she took the information or whatever, but she went and was ordering wicks on Amazon. She ordered a starter pack of wicks and don't even know the name of them. And I was like, well, what's the name of them? And she was like, all starter. I was like, look, baby, we going to stop and we going to drop and we going to roll up out of these candle places that you've been going to and all of that. And we are going to just get to the point where we get what we need. So I gave her the vendor. The only vendor that I suggest, I only got 2 vendors that I suggest buying wigs from. And, everybody that come to wig training and follow me know. But I don't suggest no other places because you can get those wigs and they don't burn right. And they would just smoke and stuff like that. And you wondering like, what's happening? Like, why is this candle burning like that? But normally, it's not you, it's the wicks. So you have to make sure that you get and I had to learn that, of course. Right now, I would say my untrustworthy place to order wicks from is Flaming Candle. I don't trust them no more. Ever since they sold the business, I don't want to order. I don't know. Like, I love Flaming Candle fragrances, but now I'm kind of second guessing buying. Yes, and we know what you better know it. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable buying too much from them no more because of that. And also they changed their shipping. Flaming Candle used to be very reasonable with shipping, and when Wholesale Supplies Plus brought them out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it's making me a little sad that Wholesale Supplies Plus is buying up all the businesses, and I'm like, dang, y'all sold too. They must be offering y'all nice. They must be offering y'all some real good money, because I looked up, Rustic Essentials sold to them, Just Scent sold to them, Nature's Garden sold to them, Flaming Candle sold to them. I'm trying to think, is there any more that I know of? But I know of those places. And I was like, dang, they brought y'all out. Every time I see, like, a new email and it looked like Wholesale Supplies Plus in it, I'm like, dang, they sold too. And Just Scent, I mean, they was a little high, but Just Scent had that gas. They had some real good fragrance, like very good potent fragrance, because I got a lot of their stuff. I got a lot of Just Scent. I got a lot of, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna have to call Fragrance Buddy and just say, listen, Fragrance Buddy, if you don't do anything in this world in Maple Street, please, Charlie, please, y'all, please, please, all of the companies that we just thoroughly be like, skincare, whatever. You can go anywhere and get your skincare fragrances and stuff like that, but it's just a couple places that we enjoy for skincare. And I'm like, yo, please don't sell to them. And Aztec, I really don't care what they do. If they decide to sell to them, just sell it. Just sell it. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter no more. Only thing we want from y'all is just, whatever we get. But yeah, nah. So yeah. But they've been selling out, man. They've been all selling, and it's bad because it's raising the price of the product. Not only raising the price of the product, but taking out the quality. Like, guys, remember, Flaming Candle, hands down, they had the best foaming bath whip. Listen, y'all, I got the recipe, so we about to make some foaming bath whip from scratch, okay? And so I went one day and woke up and got an email, y'all. When I got that email, I like to lay out in the middle of the floor. They changed over to the Crafter's Choice Foaming Bath Whip. They changed over to it, and I hate that foaming bath whip. It's watery. It's runny, it's watery, it's like wet. And I like foaming bath whip that I can pipe. You can't pipe the Crafter's Choice one because it's too watery. I like it to look like this. That's the kind of foaming bath whip that I like, for it to look like this. And theirs is not. Like, it's just water. You pretty much put sugar in it. They might as well call it sugar water whip with a little soap. And so I was mad. I was like, man, they changed that out. No, don't tell me they did. No, say it ain't so, Lord. Say it ain't so. And it was so. But I got the foaming bath whip recipe where we can make it from scratch. And I'm going to teach you guys how to make it from scratch. And we're going to make some batches of that. I'm not going to do a class unless we do like a Patreon class. But I pretty much got April, May, and June lined up. July, I won't be doing nothing. I'm not even going to make y'all no promises in July. That's it. I can't make y'all no promises. July is different. You already know. And so, but we got, I got those lined up or whatever. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do it. But I'm going to put it out there. But what we were talking about was separating ourselves and making our products different, making them stand out, making them look like something that when people walk up to your table, they're going to be like, oh my God. Like, I have to get the right color mica powder, but I'm working on a Pokemon one because I got the Pokemon little pieces, and I was like, I want to do the Pokemon on top of it. And then I had the fruit and stuff, and I'm going to do the one with the ice cubes, the drink one. That's what I'm going to probably work on later on today. Or maybe, no, I'm going to do that next week. I'm not posting no more stuff in Patreon till next week. That I'm going to do that when the ice cube one. But I uploaded it yesterday, and I put it on the $20 tier. And let me tell you, everybody and their mama was editing they pledge to $20. They was like, I want this. Because I'm learning that some things I put on the $10 tier, because the $10 tier got access to so much. But like some specialty classes I put on the $20 tier or whatever, and that's what I did. And it's business, you know what I mean? So, and they was like, I need this. And so I put it on there, and I put all the free replays and stuff like that on there, whatever. But yeah, so I did the demo and everything, and I'm talking about people love this little bath bomb stuff. I'm like, y'all ain't never make that before? Oh Lord, my kids love bath bombs, so we're gonna always be making that. So she said, I'm finna add to my pledge. The next thing that I'm going to drop on the $20 tier, and y'all gonna be so happy. Y'all ready for it? Can y'all guess what I'm gonna put on there? Do, 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 do. Yeah, I ain't said nothing. nothing. So I'm going to put the Sugar Scrub base class on there next. I'm going to put the Sugar Scrub base class, how to cut them. We doing a class. We doing a hot processed soap class at the end of the month with fluid hot processed soap, and we're going to color it. So ain't no point in having no video on how to color if we're going to do the class. Now you already know. We ready to have a whole, because let me tell you something, I'm going to come through with some colorful soaps. I'm like, when I start selling my soap again, which is very soon, I'm going to have racks on racks on racks of colorful soap. And this summer going to be really good. This summer going to be really good. I think I'm going to probably do mine, some crock pots. I'll probably give me like about 7 or 8 crock pots. And I'm going to just be making some big old batches of soap. I do it all in this one big giant roaster that I got. And I think I got like five and a half batches of soap out of that roaster. And it was I got them 5-pound loaves. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The 5-pound loaves that make about, how many bars we get out? About 20 bars. And I'm talking about, I can't, that roaster was, let me tell y'all where I got the roaster. I got the roaster from Goodwill. It was brand new. And I got in there and I was like, dang, somebody left it. They had the tags inside of it. They had the instructional manual in it. They had the little metal thing that go in there. And I'm talking about that thing get hot too. So that was a, yes. Yes, that was a blessing. I'm like, yes. So I'm going to be putting all them soap molds to work. I just thought about it. I had a wing nut. I need to make sure I keep up with it. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So, yeah, even with the soaps, yes. Yeah. Yeah, the roaster was man, listen, that a big old crock pot type of roaster. And it is huge. And I was like, dang, I put so much soap in there. I was like, this thing is big. I put one little 5-pound batch. Then I put another 5-pound batch. Then I put another 5-pound batch. I was like, man, it was taking so long to fill the thing up. And when I finally got all the way up to the top, I was like, okay, now if I put more here, this thing gonna overflow. And we're going to have a live party. I've been getting y'all videos and y'all pictures and stuff from y'all hot process body wash. That's another class that's available in the Patreon on the $20 tier. One young lady, I had ended up pulling her off of Patreon and putting her on my Facebook page that night because me and her was communicating through Patreon, and I was like, I need to see a picture. And she sent it to me, and I was like, girl, your soap is done. She had made some body wash. Let me tell y'all about her. She said her husband, because I have 2 body wash recipes on here. I got a cold processed one where you make it with just some surfactants, and I don't like that one. It's a creamy one. I'm more of a soap person, so I don't like luxury creamy. I like my stuff to bubble and suzz up. Like I need to put it in suzzy bubbles, okay? And so the hot processed soap one is really good. It only took us, I think when we did the class, it took me a little longer because my pilots, the pot that I was using, it took me a while to get that pot hot because the pot was so big. Kanika, I want you to hear this. The pot was so big that I was having issues with the pilot, like not the pilot. You know how we got the burners. I had such an issue getting a burner to the right temperature because the stock pot was so big. So it took me long to make mines, but the girls did theirs and they was done in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And it was they didn't have to worry about it rising up or whatever. All you get is like one rise. You take your little beater or your spoon, stir on it a little bit. It goes right back down and it turns into liquid soap. Paste. It turns into paste. And then you dilute the paste with water and you make your liquid soap. And let me tell you something. That liquid soap is gold. Okay, I put that on that second tier, the $20 tier. Let me tell you how much gold it is. One day I went over my friend's house and she was like, oh, yeah, she was like, you can make hand soap out of that too? And I'm like, yeah, you can make hand soap, you can make body wash, like you thicken up enough, it'll be like gel. And she was like, oh, like give me some of that paste. And I looked for 5 seconds. And I said, yeah, you know me. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring you some. Then I said, oh no, I just had a no, I ain't gonna give you my paste. I can't do that. I had a quick revelation. I was like, nope, can't do that. Mm-mm. And because it's gold. It's gold. It's gold. Because I mean, seriously, because you making real bottles of, I had made a tall bottle like this and filled it up with real body wash. And it's not like it's going to break apart. It's not like it's going separate. Like this is some real good stuff. You put your fragrance in and everything. I colored mine. She colored hers. That girl made some really nice. So she said her husband, who was up there, like, listen, babe, that little first little body wash you made, that's for girls. He love it. She was like, he love it. He was like, babe, you got to you put me some bottles to the side. Put me some bottles to the side. So he fell in love with it. And she did really good. And I told her, I was like, I'm proud of you. And she ended up just sewing into me because I took my time out and just pulled her off of Patreon and just was up with her, like troubleshooting and helping her get it right. Because the people don't realize that if they make a smaller batch, they have to decrease the amount of salt that they use. And I had to like kind of walk you through it, like this is how much you need to use, but don't put this much in there. Just kind of work it up until you see it get thick. And she did it, and it was good. It was really good. So they've been doing that. They've been getting their little body wash and lotion and body butters and stuff like that. But now we get ready for this is for Kanika. We get ready to do some summer body butters. We're going to do some summer and emulsified, more emulsified and summer body butters. That way we can have the no melt body butters and stuff like that. Because in the summertime, those fluffy, beautiful body butters that we love, they typically melt in the high heat. And we don't want them to melt in the high heat. So I got to post and put some new recipes up there for the no melt body butters, the stuff that don't melt as fast. So we're gonna probably lean and gear more towards the emulsified for the summer, versus us doing just the butters in the oil. Because if we do it that way, the chances of it melting is it's just pretty rare. So we're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna ride that out for the summer month, and then we can kind of go back to what we know. But I gotta take body butter to somebody's house before I leave where I'm at. I had took it, and I didn't think that my dear beautiful Caucasian friends, I didn't think that they would be into the body butter like that, but they shocked me. They love it. They love it. And she contacted me. She found my phone number. She was like, look, can you bring me some? And she was like, we could do a barter because I love her. I got me a nice, beautiful door wreath from her. Like she makes wreaths. And I got a nice one. It's a cross. And it's for Easter. And I was like, man, I want to go back and get a summer one from her because she got pineapples and stuff. So I'm going to go and I'm going to contact her today and probably pick it up today. No, maybe tomorrow because it's raining. But yeah, like they love those body butters. So they just been doing that stuff, like in the Patreon, just doing all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, look, everybody is launching a business and nobody is complaining. Nobody is complaining, and I'm happy about it, because some Patreons is just a lot. It's a lot of messages, a lot of problems, a lot of this, a lot of that, and I don't have no problems in there. Them people go in, they get what they need, they do what they got to do, they be happy and excited for every upload. I had people yesterday, I'm talking about, they were so excited when they saw these toppers. They like to lost their mind yesterday when they saw that, because then nobody was expecting it. Because I kept saying, we're going to do the toppers, we're going to do the toppers, we're going to do the toppers. And then when nobody like, what? Toppers? What are you talking about? Nobody knew it would be this. This was something that it was like unexpected. They was like, what? What is that? And then I uploaded it, and mine is dry now. That's what I was sitting around waiting for. I'm like, how long is this crap going to take to dry? It's dry now. So they was happy. And I mean, so excited yesterday. Like, yes, I'm going to make these. One girl was like, she was like, girl, I got all my supplies. Like, she's like, I got it all ordered. Another girl said, I ordered all my supplies. They not playing. They doing that stuff as soon as they see it drop. They like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's get it in. So I got that. But don't get caught up on these ones because I got some more heat for y'all. This ain't nothing compared to what I'm gonna post next week. I'm talking about, if I could have done it today, I would have did it today, but I'm like in the middle of, like, I got until Saturday, tomorrow, to finish up what I'm doing. I got a deadline, so I have to do that. But if I had more time today, I would have finished that next project. But when I tell y'all the next one, that's the one that we're gonna do. That's gonna be like a drink. It's gonna have like a lemon and whatever, and it's gonna be like drinks, and it's gonna be like ice cubes on it. So you definitely want to make sure you're a part of the Patreon to get that one. I don't post that stuff to YouTube. I'm not posting that on YouTube. It's some classes that y'all never seen them before because they just not on YouTube. YouTube is a place where we can come and we can get a lot for free from these artists. You know what I'm saying? But behind the scenes, if you want to be real, a lot of them not getting paid. They just putting out their work and they not really seeing no profit. You can have 100,000 views. I mean subscribers, but it don't matter because it depends on the views and the watch time and stuff like that. And some people, even with those 100,000 subscribers, you may see all those subscribers and be like, oh, they getting their monetization money. No. YouTube is like, they make it hard for people to break past a certain amount. Like they try, like it's like they put caps and limits on people to where as though they can't break past certain amounts. And so I mean, seriously, and I see it a lot. And I'm like, that's why I'm kind of glad that I made my business like off of YouTube. Like I made it off of. I didn't put my whole life, like some people put their whole life on YouTube and they depend on the platform to feed them. They like, oh, if I just do this, then I'm going to eventually go viral. I got viral videos. I have viral videos, but they didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't make me do then what I wanted to happen. So I'm kind of glad that I never depended on it to be like, my only source of, some people use it as their only source of income. So I don't put that stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I got, yeah. So all of this stuff right here, that's all behind the scenes. Yeah. So, but anyway, okay. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is labels. So we had like this thing where when I did the peeps, let me get it for y'all because I keep saying the peeps, the peeps, the peeps. I don't have to just get the peeps. I got some stuff next to me too. Um, when I did the peeps, I had basically did the labels for them, and I had so many people wanting those peeps, like the labels. I ended up giving out the template that I made to one friend. I gave it to her, and I just, because I made it and I was like, here, you can have it. I just shared my template with her. But Canva, you can really like and see. But the thing is, when I first got into the industry, I kept asking people how to make labels. They said go to Canva. I went to Canva. I was lost. I'm talking about I was lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? If somebody would have told me, I'm about to grab the peeps. I didn't feel like getting up, but I'm gonna grab it. If somebody told me a couple years ago, what you really could do on Canva, and I would have took heed to it, I would be even more good than I am now, because you can do so much on Canva. You can do a whole lot. You can really create some really nice, beautiful labels on Canva. And I made this on Canva. So I do have like a Canva class inside of the Patreon where we did like a Zoom and I was teaching them how to make labels on Canva as well. But it's just ways that you can really make your stuff stand out. We're going to stand out this summer. It's ways that you can really make your products and everything that you're doing stand out. You know, by going and, of course, on here and creating your labels and stuff. So I just kind of learned to go in a rhythm with my stuff. Like if I'm going to have this type of writing, I need to make sure that writing is there and just making sure everything kind of match. And also like with my products, like I try to keep everything looking the same. If I'm, you know, if I'm out here and I'm really selling my products. Lately I ain't been selling that stuff. I am though, very soon, because I got people that's getting on my nerves. There's people that want to do wholesale and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get ready for all of that. Well, anyway, y'all, this was another one that I always, you know, because I had it sitting next to me, and this was Mr. Softee ice cream. And when I went to a pop-up shop, I had took a whole big box with like sugar scrubs and stuff like that. And this was one of the scrubs that I kind of did when I went. And it was, you know, Mr. Softee ice cream. And it smells just like ice cream. But this was the label that I had did on there as well. And I show people that all the time. This one was called Cold Treats. So I tried to put it like, you know, make it like kind of like a treat for your body, like kind of like body icing, body treats, body foaming, body bakery, you know. So yeah. So all right, but that's pretty much what I was talking about today. Going the extra mile for us to make our products stand out, so you know our stuff can sell quicker. You know, that people can come back and be like, oh my God. Now wait till I put some watermelon sugar scrub inside of this. This thing ain't going to sit on my website for 5 minutes. People going to be taking this. Listen, I'm going to put some watermelon foaming, because I'm getting ready to put like a foaming sugar scrub on there that's not made out of the base. You know, I'm going to do one that's made out of just our sugar scrub, but I'm going to add a foaming agent to it. And I'm going to do that and watch how quick this stuff fly off my website when I put it on there with that. I make a coffee scrub. Watch how quick people come and buy that coffee scrub when they see this jar. I'm telling y'all, if we're gonna do something, we're gonna go all out. Okay, we're gonna go all out. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I've been on here almost for an hour. It's been 52 minutes. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I know y'all got a whole lot to do today, and so do I. Whew, Lord, I got a lot to do today. I don't even want to go out. I think I'm going to do some Uber Eats. I ended up doing that last night, some Uber Eats, and I was like, look, I'm satisfied. They messed up my order. But the good news is when they mess up your order, you get the food for free. That was good. I was like, man, they gave me somebody else's food, and I had to say something. I had to send a report. Because I was like, you know how you got your mouth set on something? I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to get these Panda Express noodles. I wanted them noodles like bad. I was like, ooh, yes, Lord. Give me them Panda Express noodles. And guess what they gave me, y'all, instead of the noodles? They gave me some white rice. They gave me white rice. You just did that to a pregnant person? You really gonna sit there and give me white rice when I ordered them dang on noodles? I was like, you know, when you pregnant, you got a taste for something and you just want that. And when I opened up that box and that thing had them dang on white rice, I was like, they had like some General Toast chicken in there, and I ordered teriyaki chicken. I was like, what did they just feed me? I was trying to figure it out. So, but anyway, I'm going to give me some lunch. I am going to be posting our newest video. Not video, but our newest Patreon class. And it's going to be for the drink type ones with ice. So we're going to do the fruit and the ice ones for our products. And that one is going to be good. I'm going to put a little straw on it and everything. That one's going to be real good. I hope y'all been enjoying y'all Patreon. Look forward to the Sugar Scrub base class I'm going to put on there. Probably put that on there later today for y'all. I know a lot of people going to get excited when they see that. And then at the end of the month, I think the last Friday night of the month, we doing our hot process soap class where we making aloe vera soap and we also making fluid hot process soap. Okay. Now it depends on the time. If it take us long to do aloe vera, we might not get to that. So we just gonna vote on which one we do first because it has to be like, we can't be doing one. Like one has to be done quick. Remember, when we come to the class, it's not a diamond watch me soap class. If I come in that class and everybody in there just to watch me do it, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, and I'm not doing it. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm gonna say who all came here to work. And if I come in there and it's just me, I'm the only person, and everybody like I'm here to take notes. 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 Okay, I will send you guys the notes. I will upload a video. So you know what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying to y'all. So y'all better come and get y'all supplies and stuff, and y'all better make at least one batch with me. And Kanika, you better come making one batch, and I ain't playing with you. I don't want to hear no crap. I'm telling you, I don't need to hear nothing. You better come and make a batch. Well, I already know you gonna come and make a batch because one thing about you, you got your soap prepared. But I think this is what I think about you. I think you gonna like this new recipe with the fluid hot process soap. I think you're gonna like that. And then I think you're gonna like that. I think you're gonna really like that. Yeah, well, you're gonna like that. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that fluid hot process soap so you can do some different, little tops or whatever, and you can make the colors and all of that kind of cute stuff. And then I'm gonna teach y'all guys how to do additives, like how you want to add activated charcoal, if you want to add turmeric to it. I'm going to give you guys instructions on how to do that as well. Yogurt and goat milk, but you don't have to add goat milk to your ice the way I do. You can add goat milk. You don't have to go that way. You don't have to add your aloe vera gel to your whole your solution. It's a different way to do it. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it in a different way that will make it much easier. Also, ACV, what is it? Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar as well. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that. How to do apple cider vinegar soap because a lot of people call it yoni soap. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that as well. So that's going to be a really good night. It's the last Friday night of the month. We're going to do that. We're going to come together. So you can bring your notepad, but you also better bring your crock pot too. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. You guys have a wonderful day. It's good speaking with y'all. All right. See you guys later. I'm going to get me some lunch. Yes, we're gonna do some. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys how, but I'm just gonna give you guys a lot of notes. Y'all know that with me being, right here with this, I don't want to do like a whole lot of standing up. It's gotten really hard for me to like stand up for long periods of time because Little Miss Muffet sometimes can be in my pelvic area, and when I went there, they say she was head down. And she was just sitting in my pelvic. And I said, ma'am, I done had 4 children. I was like, I never felt like this pressure or whatever. And she was like, yeah, she's sitting in your pelvic. And so when it come down to like standing up sometimes, like I try not to stand up a whole lot. And I don't, them classes require me to like stand up for like hours. Like sometimes we'll do like a 3-hour class and I can't stand up that long. So I had to kind of pick and choose what I can do. So the last candle making class, they made their own candles, and if they wanted to come just to take notes, that's what they did. Okay. So start getting ready. I'll put the recipes in Patreon. I'll put the supplies in Patreon. Get all your stuff. Get your fragrances and everything like that. And then we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna have a good time. All right, I'm gonna see you guys later. I gotta go get me some lunch.